See? That's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Apologies for the bad accents. Oh, really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it, after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me to scupper. Always pays off, giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that's gonna get you in serious trouble one day. Sorry, my nose. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc of mine. The music box disc? But Mr. Winterbank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Winterbanks again today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. Hello. Sorry, I like how she just went from looking at him to a little, slight nudge toward me. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Winterbank. I know, sorry. But that disc's mine! Hey, TVFG, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing alright. Oh yeah, I'm back to this case. We're sort of hanging out outside the pawn shop after the weird egg man just twirled his way out. I had to take it for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else at all. That's what that rotten cove said, ain't it? Ooh, sword, nice. Like toy sword or real sword. Either one's really cool. As for me, I'm doing alright, not too much going on. Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too! Whatever it is! Now she's really pushing her luck. Also, once again, apologies for the horrible accents, I'm not good at these. I think I'm only good at Southern. Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, it's all your fault, Sholmes. Oh, we all have our weaknesses. So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Hopefully it's not as bad as it was last time, where he basically just went... No ta. Also, I don't know, I think I said this the last time, the first time I saw Gina, but I really like the little braid hair she's got going. It kind of reminds me of Princess Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Oh. Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Oh. She's fast. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. She does have a very cute design. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. And one more... Oh, not her. And one more thing. I shall be glad of your company later, too. Sorry. I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting. What is it? It's a surprise. You shall have to wait and see, Mususato. Until then, later. I got the words mixed up. Yeah, I can look around. Wait, the pawnbroker is literally next door? Look at all the different things in the window of the shop. Ah, that's Winterbank's, the pawnbrokery. It looks much smarter than a pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it? Looks smarter? As in, looks more organized? Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally. It reminds me of tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. It felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruhodo. Or what doesn't kill us makes us traumatized for life! Yeah. Like, I know there's that Kelly Clarkson song, Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger, but, like, granted, it's an okay song, but the whole phrase, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, it's like, I don't know, survivors of various kinds of trauma would say otherwise. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Sholm's office. I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this. Oh, I know. To actually be sharing accommodations with the world's greatest detective. I'm fangirling. If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret. Doesn't kill you make stronger if you get pat. Yep. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. Anything else? Short face is here, so okay.
Susie and Rudo, come in, come in.
Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning.
Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already.
I know I gave her Hatsune, like, robo voice last time. I don't know what... I don't know, I might end up changing her voice every now and then. Busy as always?
I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
Already? You're obviously cooking something special.
Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us.
Oh, don't shoot me. Wait, I got an idea.
Guess who it is? Go on, you'll never guess.
Since she's a tiny baby. Look, those little eyes of her shining. And that gun! Oh dear. It is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it?
It's Jenny! Isn't that exciting?
Oh, what a surprise. Yes, it's wonderful news. Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea.
I can't wait to want some punk picketing tips from a real professional.
I don't know if I can do that. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. Let's become criminals. Not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Is he still sad about his stuff missing?
Haley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back.
Hello, Sholmes. Sholmesy, are you homesy? I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry, Steamboat Jackie. Oh no, no snacks. Sorry. I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. Turn your head to the left! As you can see, I'm not here. Now what am I looking at? I don't know how to respond to that.
I do apologize. When he gets like this...
Okay, I don't know, I can't settle on a voice for her. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Like, you? But more baby-esque. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yeah, I honestly thought, I think when I first saw her, I was thinking, wait, are you her, wait, is Iris Sholmes' daughter? Cousin? Niece? But now it's like, what is happening? Yeah, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Would that be, wouldn't that be a lot for a child's psyche? I've heard, I don't know, I've heard that there were some cases where if the child has to play the parenting role and while the parents kind of just, like, either the child role or not doing good role, it gets really hard for the child? Come to think of it. I wonder where her real parents... Yeah, okay. What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Deduction time. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right? How? Oh, Runo, I can read you like a book. Literally, it's written on your forehead. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind. Look at my badge! Do you mind if I showed you this? It's just a boring old thing, really, but... Ow, I don't really like boring things. Looks like Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by young Western children. I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring. Come to think of it, you're always introducing things with, this is boring, but it's a bad habit. Oh, dang. Like, I don't start off stuff like, this is boring, but it's more like, this might just be my opinion, but, or, this is kind of silly, but, and she's right, it is a bad habit. Problem is, it's a really difficult habit to break, especially if you've been doing it for years or decades. I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return. Hello! So, Mr. Sholmes, why are you so engrossed in? Did you not hear? I am not here! Of course you're not. I'm having a staring contest with this desk. I cannot think why the whole bed of the ocean is not one solid mass of oysters, so prolific the creatures seem. He won't even turn around. It's best just leave him alone when he's in one of his moods like this. Yeah, I can see that. Fine, I'll talk to Baby. So, by Ginny, you mean... I'm gonna say Lestrade, because I think that's how... I don't know, I saw a playthrough someone did of this game. I managed to I avoided the, like, the later cases. I've only seen them play through, like, the first, second, third. And they say it Lestrade? The young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my sorry. Who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends! Didn't she steal your things, though? What a lovely tale. Yeah, now if I bump into her on the streets, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys. I shoot her! Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants to make me a whole rainbow. The birds have any. Come to dinner, you'll be lawful good. We'll change your alignment. I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she does actually come. I just imagine Ginny's at the door like, hello! She sees Iris. Goodbye! I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Early, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents? Don't have them! Or alternatively, my real parents are right here! They're my hair!
Hello.
My mommy and daddy aren't here with me anymore. Oops. Sorry. Mommy passed away when I was born. Oh! And around the same time, my father... Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of those cases he and Early were working on. Oh. Okay, wait, Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So Sherlock Holmes and Wilson, I take it? So her dad was his partner, but then something happened. And now he's with his... It's like, instead of Sherlock Holmes and Watson, is Sherlock Holmes and Watson's younger relative. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yep. Daddy and Hurley would always solve mystery cases together. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. Really? He recorded them all? So, you mean it's true? Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Exactly. So I just noticed her bag, she has like little bunny charms on it. Looks like a blue bunny and a red frog. And the bunny's in detective gear. That's cute. Early told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up. And found your father's memoirs. Yep. So I asked Early. Who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. About your dad! I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. I was only an inch tall! So it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy... My daddy? I mean... He must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. I imagine, like... I don't know, maybe it's one of those, like you have to tell them the truth, but maybe when they're older sort of dealies. Early said it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh yeah, she's a smart cookie. She would have caught on. Hello, Iris, come to daddy. You're not my daddy. Well, having lived with Early all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see with these goggles. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Do you have the Magatama ability? The Psyche-Locks? Or Psyche-Locks? Right. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Early's hopeless like that. He can't read! He forgets everything. As soon as he solved the case, it all just vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again! It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. Oh god, I just had a thought, after the ship from, I think, the second case landed in the UK, or in, yeah, UK/Britain in this universe, Holmes just goes, wait, what was yesterday's case again? Everyone get back on the ship, we're redoing this. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. Right? Or it's like, or we, like, hey, Sholmes, you want to help us with this McGilda case? Ouch! Oh, sure, where's Gilda right now? He's actually dead. Well, dig him up and we'll reenact it. Wait, no! I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you know? That's what prompted me to study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. At the ripe old age of 5? There's his father, who went to some distant land, and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. I just grabbed some necromancy! The court will now hear the trial of Yuridosuke Naruhodo. Oh no! Oh shit! Iris, we found your dad! But, I have some bad news. Maybe the necromancy stuff would help right now. That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Mrs. Sato. Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further. Then Iris gonna go, wait a minute, I'm sensing lies. I think that would be for the best. Oh, you're happy? Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Mr. Sholmes. I'm still not used to his hair being so big and poofy. Like, I'm not sure if the cursor is still visible, but and I feel like if this little bit was shaved down a bit or just removed, it would work better. Then again, that's just me. Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? We did. Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you most of the day. Does he have short-term memory loss? Or maybe not that, but some sort of neurodivergence? Goodness, really? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? Never mind that now. I have some far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Miss Usato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded's disc. Wait, did you trade a fake one? Oh my. What's it doing here? Hey, you know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that's though I have an undeniable turn for detection. I may well even be more adept at larceny. That's a crime. Like Zoink Scoop, I'm being a criminal. Ooh. Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be a pickpocket and a sextant. And Bruno could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. Please don't involve me. Plus, Susie has just beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menace and crime notifications. Do it or I'll shoot ya! Yes, I'd be delighted. I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened. Look at my badge! I must stop you there, Mr. Naruhodo. Unofficial I may be, but I am nevertheless a professional. I couldn't examine such a humdrum item for anything less than £5. No, I didn't really want you to examine it. I just wanted to ask if, my dear fellow, as a professional consulting detective, I couldn't possibly venture an opinion for anything less than £5. You already said that. Are you perhaps hoping to purchase a new telescope in the near future, Mr. Sholmes? It's for my GoFundMe. Get me my machine back. Indeed I am. As you know, it has long been an ambition of mine to discover a new star and name it for myself. Because your earthly stardom isn't enough. Fine, we'll talk. He needs money for new snaps. We'll detect crimes for treats. We'll detect crimes for money for treats. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. You gave him candy? That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Or caramel, depending. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you would humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is of Miss Gilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. Alright, Scotland Yard, I've got your evidence right here. Detective, this disc, what's wrong with it? Why is it made of candy? For the briefest moment I had the disc in my hand, did I not? You did, but... Crap, what's it called? Oh, sleight of hand, like a magic trick? It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I summoned Caramel Bar in attack mode. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. You can do that with caramel? Like... Oh no, I forgot caramels can be really soft. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions I made an image in the caramel. Indeed, the caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know what? You have your own candy company? Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting, the result of a precisely controlled solution. Oh, wait. I was thinking maybe... Okay, for a second, I honestly thought maybe he gave Gregson the disc and, well, and it's like, we're gonna make a brand new disc from this imprint. But then I just realized that would take way too long. Unless Iris is a freaking god of, like, speedy inventions. Then again, she didn't make that cat door. Also, like, if he did actually give Gregson that square, it's like, great news, Scotland Yard. I got your evidence right here. Sir, that's a square. No, it's not. It's a round. Shows? How extraordinary. Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will. That's a crime, Shaggy! And never without high sucrose nourishment. Sounds illegal. From the image, okay, one, holy crap, I was right with the first bit. Two, what kind of... Okay, I'm no expert with metals, but has committed 15 atrocities in 5 minutes. Hold on. Hello, police. Sorry. But yeah, did I don't know what kind of metal. Okay, so the caramel can't melt, but the wait, whoa. So, is there like a forge somewhere in this house? I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc we played. When played, sorry. Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? We don't have a music box here. None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? Ooh, a science lesson. Sorry, I love that they have a actual music box music while explaining. Oh yeah, I remember the one of the music boxes I had growing up. It was see-through, so you could look inside and see all the gadgetry, and it looked. I don't think it looked very similar to this picture. Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protrude. I'll just read it normally because big words. Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. Wait. Now I think about it, that disc is. Oh yeah, I don't know, the one that Sholmes duplicated. It's flat. But for a music box, it has to be like a cylinder. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. Oh, ye old music boxes? But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why exactly? Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes, which will later lead to vinyl records and then to CDs. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? We don't have a box! As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. Wait, so all music boxes are built differently? Okay, so it requires a very specific music box, I think? There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. I see. So that's why... Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. He says being an inventor himself with a kid genius. Is he? Wait, is he really an inventor? Because I was under the impression that Iris was the one who made those goggles and all the, like, steampunky stuff. As for the song that's playing... Okay, some parts sound a little discordant, but maybe there's a code in there. It's like, if you get some sheet music and write down the notes and the treble clef, bass clef, and the melody, maybe all the notes would spell out a code. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. That poor music box. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe. On the other hand, hey Iris, you got free time? Break it to house. Every single one? That's early for ya. Always taking things too far. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate to the attic room. We live there! Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yeah, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Flashback to... Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Part of me... I'm still wondering, because of the McGilded's name returning in the later case, either he's dead and there's some, like, maybe something else much bigger going on behind the scenes, or he faked his death somehow and is doing things. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows still now. Also, I'm curious as to how he got the scar on his face. Plot twist of the century. Oh god, I just imagined. Plot twist of the century. Herlock Sholmes rips off his outfit. It's Magnus McGilded all along, on stilts. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. And I would have gone away with it too. If it weren't for you meddling kids. Ruda, ruda, rude. Even though we've successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, I don't know, I guess, like, on paper, it looks like he's innocent, but the way he acted, I am very doubtful. The newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. Maya Fey, where are you? I need your help right now. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. Sorry, just like how his head is down. It's like, oh, I'm here, I'm dead. we still have no idea what really happened that night. I do not see. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, he was an extremely suspicious fella. I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Don't shoot me! Well, it's time I started getting ready for dinner, I think. Jenny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? He starts walking to the left, but then you see in the fireplace a violin. Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with a pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Winterbank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn. Oh, well, a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he? Oh, so she wrote something and he has it. Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Were his words, I believe. So you heard about that, did you? I expect you are as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Winterbank's storeroom, gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Harley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up. What about Egg trying to steal a coat? Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Ellie? Said talk guy breaking said story with a shovel. Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskerville. I should love to read it. For the longest time, I thought it was Hound of Baskerville, and like there was no the second the, so I was a little thrown off. Oh! Ah! Copyright doesn't exist yet, does it? What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Hide behind a chair. Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskerville. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's... Oh, right! She got... Okay. I remember at the start of this case, well, at the start of this, she got a letter. She got something in the mail, but it was like, oh, I got a letter! Don't look at it! That's because Mr. Sato is such a great fan of all of the stories about Mr. Sholmes, isn't it? But Runo, the Hound of the Baskerville has never been published. What? When I showed Early the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why I said that he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see? So that's why the manuscript is at Winterbank's. And yet, how could Susie know its title? Well, Early, what's going on? I said the title thousands of times in my sleep. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Miss Lestrade. Aw, she's being so shy. This was a bad idea. I knew I wasn't welcome. I'm going. There she goes. Wait, Miss Lestrade. We've all been eagerly waiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Oh yes, just wait there, Jenny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. I'll shoot you if you don't come with me. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please, make yourself at home. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some metal bed. I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then. Kitty! Yay! That evening, if that whole Hound of Baskerville like revelation started as the cat walked in, I probably would have gone, "Everyone, shut up, cat." That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholm's violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. And then we turned it into a tournament game. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves, well into the night. Bye-bye, Gina. Have a good night. Door closes. Now, what were we talking about? That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. Sorry, when I think of violin notes, strains doesn't really come to mind unless it's the whole... Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Please don't. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something? What's the matter? It's about the telegram I received. Right, the one that arrived first thing this morning. I've been summoned. Back to Japan? What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. What? Nani? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no. That won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Again, this feels... Knowing the Ace Attorney universe, this has suspicious written all over it. Or sus if I want to sound more like, how do you do, fellow kids? Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. That's all I know! What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Me too! Who's there? Who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends!
Iris. Hello again. And Gina, too. Part of me was kind of hoping the knocking on the door would be, I don't know. I think it goes by a different name, but elementary school for me, it was always called Skunk in the Barnyard. It was, hopefully that didn't clip too bad, but yeah, that, I don't know, when I was in elementary school, it went Skunk in the Barnyard, P.U., somebody ate it, that's you. I don't know how that happened, but that was the rhyme in my elementary school. Yes, Jenny's gonna be staying with us tonight. She's gonna sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Jenny? Holds up the gun. Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Like how to shoot someone while stealing from them. Oh, what in particular? All those things Jenny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful? You mean all those all those pickpocketing techniques? I should probably wait until the text fully fills the box. We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it. You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. So, what brings you to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you see, I come to return this. Wait, what? That's mine! Oh my, however did you? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I've forgotten. Yeah, she's tiny, so she's got the small hands and she can run fast. Iris is literally a child genius. So anyways, yeah, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though. Thank you. Alright then, good night. Yes, good night. So this is your office, isn't it? What do you think, Jenny? I think I would rather fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Yep, me too! Ha ha! It's a starter office, okay? It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Should Ginny be here while we're talking? Actually, is she here? There she is! Hello? She looks very pensive over there. Are you alright, Gina? I was just thinking, that's all. Coin! I would fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Yes, you did mention that already. Cut me some slack, Gina. This is a starter office. Get off, did I? Well, nothing else really springs to mind, that's why. What's wrong with this room exactly? I like it. What? Is that garlic? Or some sort of plant? I don't know, I feel like I've seen something like this before somewhere, but I don't know where. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. Start talking or I'll shoot you with a smoke grenade! Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all. I don't know what all this really is about, really, but... It's a story you made up, isn't it, Iris? This manuscript, or whatever you call it? It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. Oh, Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but... My daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner. Also, I hope that little clapping fit I did earlier didn't destroy my microphone. They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are. Oh, thank God. Thank you, TVFG. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now then? Wait, I just realized, so all those, the introductions to every case where it's just like someone's writing in a book, it was her dad's writing. He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. So, I've never really met him. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Are you sisters? Iris, this Hound of the Baskerville story. Watch you see some. This Hound of Baskerville story. Wait, now I think about it, do they have the same eye color? Because I know they definitely don't have the same hair color. I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. Thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. How? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Early, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I'd ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you've twiddled over it for so long, Iris. But the story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. What? But why? There's someone called Sherlock Holmes in a story by the same title. We'd be accused of copyright. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say. Not now. So please, do not ask me. Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. Sorry, whenever for some reason I saw the solemnly swear, and I remembered one of the cases there was someone who kept saying "I do declare," which immediately started up the Southern, and that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Winterbank, isn't it? Yep. Early said it had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. She is a child. It's mean, that's what it is. Keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. I mean, okay, when I say she is a child, maybe like he's treating her like a child, like a I don't know what the phrase would be, like not a child genius, but I guess a patronizing kind of way. If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. What if Sholmes was waiting on it because it was like, let's wait till your dad gets back, and then he can determine / give us permission on whether or not he'd like this to be published. But unfortunately, if that's the case, they're gonna have to wait a very, 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 very long time. I think so too. Your law is too trusting for your very own good. Why, you can't pull the wool over me eyes. Sholmes is lying, Iris. I bet me life on it. What? Are these lying to me? Gina? Can we talk? I realized I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't gone any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born. Not even our mums. Okay, so I caught a glimpse of it. I think Iris's eyes are slightly more green than Gina's. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I say it. Oh, Gina. I mean, you do have the green and the red, so it kind of works with Robin Hood. I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it'd make everything right. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. Sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. Depends on the parents. Like, if you had, like, some parents are good, other parents not good. Others don't deserve to be parents. Oh. I mean, if you know you haven't never had him, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet him. It's true. It's true. I do want to see Daddy so much. Oh, Iris. Gina, what did you mean when he said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying? Well, he reckons he popped that mantle script or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. You don't think he just chucked into the fire? Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was really in old Winterbank's storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. But Early would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Bare-faced lawyers, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that mantle script ain't at Winterbank's. You'd soon see it if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. Say? But I don't mean I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Oh my goodness, look at the time! Come along, Jenny. We should go back downstairs. Sleepover. Yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Early, will ya? No, of course not. The door opens and you see Hurley standing there. I heard everything! Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then. It looked like Gina wanted to say something since she had the coin in her hand. Iris. It sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, now to hold us on. How early does LCJ, how early does he want to see you? Especially with the whole, you offered to make breakfast first. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at UMA University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Is this what Kazuma wanted to take care of? Snoozing time. Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That Mr. Sholmes? What time is it? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. She's gone. Gina. She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She don't need no man. Sorry, I know I've heard that phrase and mixed it up. Bro, why are you looking? Good question. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe his bed is in there as well, but if that's not the... Unless that's the case, then what the heck were you peeking in for? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home. But I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. Let us stargaze together. What's this about? They're open? Why is there a light on this time of night? Something's going down, isn't it? That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's. You don't think Gina's, like, breaking in there to find that manuscript? Oh no. It's simple. If that story was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? No, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once! Oh! She's... Mrs. Sato? The door to Windibank's. It's open! And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina. Mustn't it? It's go time, indeed. Let's hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. Animated? Murder? Wait. Oh my god, is that blood? April 16th! Looks like there was a bullet! There's no one here. Oh yes. There is. Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Oh my god, what? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo! But... after him! Go! Right. Blast. I've lost them.
Hello, what have we here?
What? The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibank's. Is he dead?
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo!
Is he dead?
What is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
Kick it! Or that works too. Windy Bankman! Wait. Gina!
It's Gina!
Already? To be continued?